Afternoon Collective, I'm here for another read. Got a little bit of an interesting start today with a dream message. So I'm just going to get right into it. I'll read it to you, and then we'll get into the reading. So I had a dream message, but I also got just a download from Spirit to look at the Merkaba. So I'll tell you a little bit of information about that I found on that. Okay, so in this dream, right, I was in a village. I'm going to read what I've written here, so it's just easier that way, right? I was in a village, and I was emerging from a shelter. The shelter was like some sort of lodging, but it was a kind of lean-to. The structure was open, not closed. A place for one night stopover sort of thing. As I was leaving, it was cold, and I pulled my coat around my shoulders and my hat down to cover my eyes. I lowered my head as I stepped down into the street. The proprietor of the establishment was a woman with short blonde hair. She was wearing a red dress and was busy shuffling chairs around on the veranda. She felt hostile and uninterested in my leaving in the storm approaching night. She was too busy and had no thought to me having to leave in the night in the rain with no shelter. It was like there was no care factor there at all. I heard as I walked through the street that the hunters would soon be out. A heavy-set Caucasian, red-headed man was loudly jeering about the next kill that would be taking place this night. I sunk. What have I written there? Hang on. I sunk my head down into my collar and inside, and side-eyed the man as I walked past, trying to go unnoticed. I looked up to the peak of the mountain, the journey ahead, and noticed the moon shining through the approaching storm clouds. It was very, very visual and very, very clear. I heard the whispers of child spirits that brought me comfort, knowing that they were by my side. So in the dream, I was having to head off in the night under the moonlight. There was, it was getting windy and stormy and cloudy, and I was trying to go unnoticed because there was this real animosity about. I felt like I was some sort of opposition, like an outcast. An outcast is the word. But I had to move into the mountains, right? I had to be walking up to the mountains in the night, and. But yeah, Spirit was with me, right? So the whispering in the wind and all the energy that was around me was full of child spirits, children that had passed, wanted to speak, and I had to go to the mountains to hear the children speak. And it was something to do with the hunted, like they were the prey. The children had been the prey. Okay, anyway, so next message was the Merkaba. So I just got a message, the Merkaba. So, Spirit told me to just go and understand what that is. So it's comes from Jewish mysticism from 10 BCE to 1000 CE. It's from the what is it? The Hellelot literature. Helot literature. I don't think I've spelt that right. It's Hethalot. Hethalot? I don't think that's right. Something like that. Healthalot literature. Helathot. No. I'm sorry. Hethalot literature. Okay, so the Merkaba was described in the Bible, right? But it was like, yeah, from ancient Jewish mysticism. It says, because the Merkaba is actually like I'll get to that. It's like a crystalline geometric shape as well, but it's described in the Bible in Ezekiel 1. So Ezekiel, but when I was reading it, it was like sounded more like it was describing a plane. But what Spirit was telling me was that the connection to the Merkaba in spiritual terms was more like a symbolic it's not even just symbolic, because it's actually a form created, like a crystalline form created. Somebody's looking in my window. I'm not going to go out there and open the door. Anyway, it's like so the way I interpret it, right, is that this is like the levels in which the collective, the 144,000 chosen have to elevate to in their growth, spiritual growth, which others can also grow in that spiritual capacity as well. But it's like a formation crystal that forms, like which changes in the DNA once you get to a certain level. You know what I mean? Like, so just let me read what else I've got here. So the Merkaba is described to in the Halakot literature or the Jewish mysticism, right? The four faces of the Merkaba, like each face is able to either, go east, north, south, east, west, right? So it can move in all directions. So it has a face pointing in all those directions, right? And one of the faces, the one in the front, is the face of a man, right? And then on each side, then we've got the face of a lion, an ox, and an eagle. So what I get here, and then when I researched the meanings of those spirits, what I get from that is like, once a human gets to this balance, right, of these attributes of these things, they are able to move in any direction. So, like in Ezekiel, it talks about, like how it sounds like a plane to me, like, or even a drone, because it's talking about like the wings and in the four corners and that kind of thing when you're talking about like a real physical thing. But the Merkaba in the Jewish mysticism is like a crystalline shape, which is described as being what it's describing there in Ezekiel 1, right? So it and this was like with the four wings. I mean, have a look at it. Like, so do your own research and have a look at Ezekiel 1. Read through Ezekiel, the first few passages, to get a gist of what I'm talking about. But also this hell a lot literature, the Jewish mysticism, and the you can bring that up. You can Google the Merkaba, and it comes up with that crystalline shape. So the crystalline shape is representative of like the perfect balance, and that's what I was getting from Ezekiel as well. Like this, whatever this, it was what Ezekiel was describing in the Bible, right? It sounds like a drone, right? With the perfect balance on all four corners, and it can go in any direction. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like it's describing to me. But see, in the Merkaba in Jewish mysticism is the shape of the crystal. Once, you know, like it's the perfect balance. The actual shape, it's like a cube, and then it's got like and because it describes it in the Bible as well, and in this other literature about the wings on all corners for it to fly. But then it also talks about like a crystal in the center. And to me, when we're talking about like a flying object, because it has a man's face, it sounds like the window and lights inside the window, right? So anyway, you have to read it yourself. But anyway, what I'm getting at here is when you it's described as perfect balance, right? So the Merkaba symbol, it's like a 3D shape, right? A crystal shape, right? So it's like a perfectly balanced shape, a geometrical shape, right? Which is also described in the same context as what's going on in what Ezekiel's talking about, right? Because it is based on also that perfect balance in that whole three. It can go in any direction, right? Flying. Centered power with a heat, and then, you know. Anyway, it describes it, in this literature here, as having the lion's face, the man's face at the front, the lion and the ox and the eagle, the four faces and the four angels, because it talks about four angels, right? And the four angels has four faces. And the four faces are like each side of this geometrical shape, right? And the wings are like the points in all direction. The way they describe it as the four angels, they say one face has the face of a man. It's like made in the likeness of God, right? And it says here that the meaning of the man, it talks about the spirits that have soul, that live in a body, a vessel. So we are spirits that have soul, like spirits that have soul that live in a body. So that's the front, because it's in the image of God, right? Because we're of the image of God, right? I don't know. I'm not sure how literal that actually means, the face of God, because when you look at the geometrical shape of the Merkaba, it has faces, it has flat faces on all sides. So following the words of the Bible, right? Following the word of God, then it changes something in the DNA and the geometrical shapes and the like the crystalline DNA change, you know, like within the brain. This is what I'm getting here anyway, but please, you know, like if you understand what I'm trying to get at here, comment, right? So we have the man who is, the man is spirit that has a soul that lives in a body, right? Then we have the lion, the face of the lion. So this, the Merkaba is about the balance of the self, right? To get to this level of perfect balance. The lion is it has invincibility. It's you know, like it has invincibility. It has self-confidence and bravery. Fear, they're the fiercest spirit. It faces all adversity, I can't even speak, what's going on here? Faces all adversities and challenges, assertiveness, courage, inner strength. So what I'm getting from each one of these faces and these symbolic spiritual creatures is the attributes it takes to become like divine masculine, divine feminine, okay? Or, you know, so this is like the ascended master, right? This is the attribute of the ascended master, and that's when that DNA shifts, that geometrical pattern in the brain with the crystalline pattern. Okay, so the lion is invincibility, self-confidence, it has bravest, it's a fierce spirit, faces all adversaries and challenges head on, is assertive, it has courage and inner strength. So these are those attributes of the ascendant, right? The ox is prosperous and abundant, has the ability to provide sustenance and support to communities. So when we're looking at those that are ascended, those that are the natural born leaders, right? These are the attributes that they need to actually become that whole, full, balanced human being that is the true leaders that we need to be looking towards, right? So the ox, prosperous and abundance, the ability to provide sustenance and support for communities, the strength and perseverance, stability and humility. They're stable. They persevere in all those situations. They have strength and humility. Okay, so then we've got the eagle, which is strength again, power and wisdom, freedom, and represents the sun, like Son of God, right? The sun, the ascended master, right? Ability to soar high above the earth and look down. And that means being observant and can see all aspects of things, you know, those that can see all angles of things. And see the Merkaba, when you see the actual geometrical shape, it's all round, you know, like it's the perfect balanced like crystalline shape. So the ability to soar high above the earth, and that's seeing things on all angles, and is a direct connection to the heavens. So they have the direct information from heaven, and it is a symbol of divine protection and spiritual guidance. So these people with these attributes who I believe to be the 144,000, have to have, who are the ascended masters, right, have to have these attributes to be the guides, because they're getting the guidance directly from above, from heaven, right, from God, right, the direct information. They have all these other attributes as well. And this is what it means by the man having the spirit, the face of God, you know, like they're the face of God. The other symbolic animals with their attributes symbolize all those attributes that an ascended master has and needs to be a guiding light for the masses, for the communities. So wherever these ascended peoples are, they've been planted all around the world and spaced out evenly to be those guides for the rest of the communities. Now, I'm just going to read a little bit here from Ezekiel about this. Okay, Son of Man, and this is, you know, Ezekiel being called to be a prophet. So this is for those that are being called to be a prophet. They have to have these attributes, you see? So, the Son of Man, stand on your feet, and I will speak to you. So this is the direct message from God, right? Then the Spirit entered me when he spoke to me and set me on my feet, and I heard him who spoke to me. He said, Son of man, I am sending you to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that has rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me to this very day. For they are impudent and stubborn children. See, they don't have those other attributes. Do you understand? And this is why God's sending the ascended with those attributes to be the guide for the rest of humanity here. Where they hear or whether they refuse, for they are a rebellious house, yet they will know that a prophet has been among them. Okay? The prophets have to have those attributes. So that was very interesting, and it was very, very interesting how, you know, like the persecution of the prophets, and that was what came out in the dream. It was like when I had rested at this place, and then I had to leave, and there was this hostility from the lady in the red dress. It was like I guess it was like an open bar on the street. It was like kind of those old-fashioned sort of place with the, you know, people sitting on the veranda outside, you know, on the wooden veranda or lean-to. But yeah, the vibration in the town was like hostile. Yeah, to me, in the dream. And that is how it's been, right? Like for those that have been put in these positions, it's been very, very hostile. Well, I think I'll pull on the, let's have a look here. The Kabbalah, let's have a look. Feels appropriate. What do we got here, Spirit? Yeah, so let's get into it. I didn't even get to shuffle it. The point, the sign, the society. The society is in reverse, the point is in reverse, And the sign, society's in reverse. Oh my gosh. Let's try that again because I didn't even get to shuffle. Okay, Spirit. What do you want us to know in this reading today? Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors, please protect us, protect the messages, protect those watching these messages, protect me. Please resist all negative energy projections. Dissolve them in the ether. Deem them ineffective. All negative energy projections deemed ineffective. The disciple. Was I not just talking about the prophets? Look, the disciple. And it says the essence of the disciple. Now, how's that, right? That's the word, the essence of the disciple, of the prophet. Understanding the message, right? With wisdom, mercy, perpetuate, so that's continuous. The echo, the voice of God, that's echoing judgment and judgment. So that, wow, the essence of the disciple has the discernment to judge. And echo God's words with understanding, wisdom, mercy, and perpetuate. Let's keep going, keep it going. And there's also number 9 that is like the end of the cycle, and we're moving into another one, but it's, you know, the wheel is turning. Wow. What else we got here, Spirit? What else do you want us to know? Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestor. The head. Number 1, the head. Yeah, so this is experience, perpetuate. Again, the senses, the senses, the high, and this is echoing again. Echoing God, right? And this is giving me the senses, and it's 1, so we've gone to 9 to 1, so this is the new cycle, perpetuated. Now the sense is like our senses, right? Like our sensory abilities, you know, the clairs, what is it? You know, clairaudient, clairvoyant, the smell, the feeling, you know, like the feeling, the sound, the sight, feeling, sound, sight, the smell, a clairvoyance. That's third eyesight, right? So it's the senses, the head. So the head. This is the person that's been put in the places that I said. You know, like the 144 that have been placed all over the earth to be the guiding light for those that are lost. They either listen or they don't. You know what I mean? Like they either take the information or they just leave it alone and, you know, face God's wrath, I guess. And that was the hostility I got in the dream, you know, like it was like people didn't take too kindly to just to who I was in the space. The observer, the experience, the essence. So number 3, the echo again. Essence, experience, senses, perpetuate, the observer. So the center is the experience to the observer. So this is like giving me, you know, like how a scientist will first, you know, the first point for a scientist to take an investigation into whatever they may be studying, it's always about the experience, or what is observed first before any other experimentation happens. It's the center of the observer, and then the essence perpetuate the senses, observe and then feel and then speak. Yeah. Observe. And it's 3. So that's 3 movements, right? Number 3, observe, feel, and then echo, speak. Speak on it. Okay, Spirit. What else do you need to know? Yeah, so this is telling us who the disciples are, and that they are to be the front person, the natural law leaders, and this is the 3 steps that they have to take. The sleeper, that's a number 2, the sleeper. Experience, again, the experience, perpetuate the sense. The experience perpetuates the senses. Yeah, so what's happening, and then it moves into action to make the senses work. You know what I mean? So we're in we have an experience, and that perpetuates the senses, and that's almost like also like I'm getting, like it triggers an understanding, and then we can speak on it because we have the experience, and then we perpetuate by using the senses, or we're perpetuated to use the senses to then echo, copy. We've got 2 here, copy. We've got copy. So, and this is the sleeper. It's like monkey see, monkey do, like this. But the sleeper, I'm going to have to read that. Or those that are not awake, this is what. Perpetuate the senses. Those that are not awake, it's the sleeper, right? Hang on, not that many, please, Spirit. I just want one more here. One more, please, Spirit, and then I'll have a little read of the book of the meanings of these as well. The locksmith, 4. So we have 4. That's stability. So we've got experience, essence, perpetuate, echo, the locksmith. The locksmith undoes the locks, right? They have the keys, or the ability to unlock, a locksmith, or to lock. Those that have the locksmith is like, it's like the turnkey, those that are locking something up, the point at the bottom of the deck. It's number 14, which is a 5. Now let me have a look here. We'll first have a little look at the disciple. Hang on. Bear with me for a minute. Okay. Hang on. Let me just have a look here. Right. 9. The disciple. 86. We know who the disciple. We know who the disciples anyway. I think we already got that part of the message. I'm not going to read the whole lot from the oracle, but the basis of it is the Passover, the flag, the court. Those that are passed over, those that are protected. This is earth. The children of children establish a destiny. Oh, sorry, dynasty. It is the disciples who found the faith. The principal must have even greater discernment than the teacher. What did I say? It's the disciple must have even greater discernment than the teacher. Because they need to be able to have discernment to judge the teacher also, right? Because you have to know what, you have to be able to, discern whether the information you're being given is from God or not, right? Because we can have teachers of anything, right? So that's why it's saying the disciple, the follower of God, must have the discernment to know when they're getting the messages from God or not. The disciple's contribution is to fix the teacher's creation as cement or clay set hard like stone for future use. Fix the teacher's creation. Making it solid for the future. Interesting. So, possible meanings. A teacher, a student, a training system, a course of study. Someone is eager to learn from you, humbleness in the face of greater knowledge. So this is giving the teacher and the student, right? The disciple. Okay, but that's what we were talking about when we were talking about the Merkaba as well. We were talking about the leaders of God, right? The teachers of God. The disciples are speaking, they're kind of like the vessel for God to speak through, really. Yeah. Because it's, but then being able to being able to understand that you're channeling from God, because, if you don't have the discernment, you can be channeling from any spirit out there, right? So you have to know where the information's coming from, because you can be easily deceived. And that's why a prophet is a prophet, because they know how to discern. We all have the ability to channel, but it's the ability to have the discernment to know that whether that information is coming from the highest source. Okay. Okay, hang on. Now the head is number 1, 28. This is from the lower chakras. air. So we had earth, and now we've got air as the head, as we know. The beloved, the servant, the seed. So yeah, so that's loved by God, the servant of God, and those that have been, you know, given the seed to grow. Like a net, the head catches and compresses all impressions. Within its confines lies the final compacted material gathered in from experience. I was talking about experience from the senses, from the circling flows of thought. So it's being able to discern what, the gathering of that information, the material, the experience, using the senses of what's been presented, from the processing of ideas. The net is drawn tight, squeezing all this together within the brain and the nervous system until one impression can no longer be distinguished from another. From this head, and is it just the skull and its contents, or is it something more? New impulses arise, darting outwards to reconnect with the crystalline. So wasn't I talking about the crystalline, the Merkaba, gossamer fine network of light. Now, I have no idea what that means. Gossamer fine. I'm going to have to look that up. Network of life. New relationships are formed, new impressions received. This is planting the seed, the head. And the head is where the seed is formed, right? So God, the prophet is the one that God puts the seed into, and then that, you know, like grows more seed, and then that's dispersed from, you see what I'm saying? So this is saying possible meanings: a debate, work with challenges, your mental faculties. So this is being able to discern what's going on with the messages that you get, you know what I mean? An issue with your boss, or an offer to take up new leadership. A connection that you must take with something outside your normal sphere, an intelligent puzzle. Working outside of what we already perceive, being able to process new information. Life tasks. You need to think something through rather carefully. Take notice of what people say, but use your own reasoning. Keep your senses extended. You will need to select from all the information that is presented to you. But if you close the doors too early, you may miss something. So that's what I mean, you know, like being able to process all that information that you're getting and being open to it, so that you can discern on what is God's messages. The observer. Number 3. Fire. So we have 3 different elements here. So we've got earth, air and fire so far. There was a fire. There was a fire coming in the dream, as well as the storm. Air, fire, and the earth, the mountain. Fire, companion cards, the actor, the coward, the moment. Somebody acting impulsively. The oracle, the glance proceeds out of the eye and down onto the earth. And for a little while the earth is stilled. Steadily all is noticed, even the silent flickering and the secret properties of the eye. Then the earth appears to move, and for a moment the eye looks inward. I'm not too sure how to interpret that. Possible meaning. See, I'm not reading the whole commentary here, but the chance to view something of great interest. An eagle-eyed observer. Eagle-eye surveillance. So that was one of the, so we're getting the elements here, right? And, you know, like in that message with the Merkaba, you know, there was the eagle, surveillance, spying, keeping an eye on someone or something, making a report, an inspection. So, collective, we may be being watched. Of course we are, right? Yeah. You may be entering a phase when you can only observe attentively. You have done what you can, and now you must wait for the results. Don't drift off to sleep, because the next card is the sleeper as well, right? So be careful. Noting your own accurate impressions will be very valuable in the times to come. You can gather material even if you can't yet do anything with it. So this is becoming, you know, like gathering the materials needed for a journey, like to the mountain. This is like a pilgrimage. Yeah. I think we might be gearing up for a pilgrimage, collective. 30, the sleeper. Do not go to sleep, you said. The oracle. Earth. So we've got all the elements here. What was the first one? Earth, air, fire, earth. The disciple, was that earth as well? Yeah, we just haven't got water here. Well, that could be the locksmith. The sleeper. The drunkard. Don't get drunk, you'll miss the boat. Trust. Oh, thirst, sorry. No, the drunkard, thirst, that's being thirsty, you know, like being greedy and wanting. The uprooted. So this is like being, in the dream, it was like I was, you know, like I was on the, I was uprooted. It was like I was a, what do you call it? An immigrant or something, you know, like uprooted from wherever I come from. But, you know, like a lot of, you know, like the Jews, you know, they don't actually have their own place because they're of many places, you know what I mean? Their lineages are of many. So they don't have, you know, a place, you know what I mean? Oracle, the sleeper finds his way through dreams in which all of life is enacted. Here things that have been, things that might have been face each other. That doesn't make sense. Then they fade as the sleeper realizes that he is asleep and awakes. Finds his way through the dreams in which all is enacted. Unfulfilled potential, laziness, a period of dormancy, a choice to keep quiet rather than to act, retreating into yourself, someone who will not listen or who cannot be roused. Now, if you read Ezekiel, you will hear God talking about those that don't listen. Yep. Yep. So you've been guided to go through Ezekiel, because you don't want to be caught asleep. Something inside you is still asleep. Maybe this is a wake-up call. It is your choice, of course, to go on sleeping. But if this is the choice that you make, then you are ignoring the possibilities that lie in front of you. You will no longer be innocent of this. So if you don't listen to God's call, this is saying, that's it. You're not going to be innocent. You're not going to be judged as innocent if you just pretend it's not there. If you stick your head in the sand, you know, and not listen to what's coming. Interpretations. Something inside of you is still asleep. Did I just read that? Yes. I was going to read the same thing. Okay, the locksmith for the locksmith. So once you know, you know. You can't be ignorant. You know what I mean? The 46. Okay, the locksmith is earth. So we're only missing water here. The eater, the witness, the wanderer. The witness. And in Ezekiel 2, God's talking about eating the scroll, eating the information. So we've got the eater here and the witness. And to then talk, you know, like to bear witness and speak God's message, right? And if people don't take the message, then, you know, they're deemed ignorant, right? But they're not innocent because they've got the they've got the information, but they choose to ignore it. Yeah, so he was talking about eating the scroll, eating the information, and then, you know, purging it at the right time. The locksmith is a cautious man, making his living from a cautious trade. He builds devices to lock and bind precious golden objects. So this is the prophet that holds the golden precious object, which is the information from God, right? The golden objects which earn for the fresh and cheering rays of daylight, the sun. He thinks to keep and have forever, but locks prefer to remain closed and keyholes become smaller with disuse. So this is actually using the information, like I just said, you know, like this bearing witness and having to share that information. You can't have the information and then just keep it to yourself. So possible meetings are guard or caretaker. So the prophets are the guards, the caretakers of the information, and have the power to release the information at the right time. The guard, the caretaker, locks, codes, and protective mechanisms. Caution. Check your boundaries and your security measures. Specialist help is useful, but set your own limits on it. Something is locked up that should be released. This is the information being released, right? Overprotectiveness, the challenge of passing through a locked door. Life tasks. You cannot achieve utter security. So you can't be over secure and keep everything That's like living in a cotton wool box, right? You can take reasonable precautions to protect, but beyond that, you will only create the opposite effect, putting something out of your reach altogether. It may spoil and tarnish if it is never used. So if you don't use the information, relationships are the same. We can never be completely certain of another person, and we have to grant them the freedom to make their own choices. By all means, work for stability. Look after your possessions and your relationships with love and care, and in the end you are only the caretaker, not the jailer. We are only the caretakers of this information. Okay. Right. How long have we been going? We've already been going an hour, my goodness. Okay, let's see if we can get anything else that's happening here. Okay. What else do you need to know? The disciple, please, Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors. Okay, we have a King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Now, I'm not sure if that was in reverse. Yes. So the disciple. So we have a King of Pentacles that's not independent. Family. 10 of Cups. Somebody is dependent on a King of Pentacles. Somebody in the family. We have a Queen of Wands. A Queen of Wands could be dependent on a King of Pentacles, or we've got a King of Swords here in reverse. Or somebody about their stability. Page of Pentacles in reverse. A tyrant. Somebody's dependent on a tyrant. Now, this story came out last night. Somebody's dependent on a tyrant for their stability. This is a family member. The head. The head. This person's holding the power over somebody else. The head. Causing a burden. Somebody's burdened by this head of something. This can be a head of a group or a head of a family. And that's 10-10. We've got the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and then we've got the 9 of Pentacles, and the King here is holding 1 pentacle. So that's like 10. So that's like 10, 10, 10. And 9 and 1 is a 10. Something's ended, something's over. So we've got burden and then we've got no regret. Illusions. Just seeing a head in a cup here. Head. Oh, it's the head, right? And then so the Kabbalah card's the head, and the first thing I focused on when that came out was that head there in the cup. So this is like a head of an organisation or the head of a family group. It could be like the man of the house, you know what I mean? It's causing a burden and illusions, but they don't care, right? The 5 of Cups here in reverse. This is a very arrogant person who likes their power. But we have over Empress in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So no offers coming for this Emperor in reverse. We've got Black Magic with the Magician in reverse and a Queen of Cups in reverse. All these reverse, reverse, reverse. this person's like got this person under spell work, like under a spell. You know, like to be dependent upon them. This person is dependent upon this other person. The observer. The observer. This is somebody waiting for their ships to come in. This is somebody watching. 3. And it's 3, 3. The 3 is the observer, and the 3 of Wands. Queen of Cups in reverse. Weak. A weak character with the 9 of Cups. They're weak under this Emperor. This person's been held. The observer. 3 of Wands. A Knight of Wands. The observer is coming out. We've got the Page of Swords here as well. Somebody's watching this Queen of Cups with no offers. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Nothing coming in with this Emperor. Somebody's watching this Emperor. Devil energy. Yesterday I did a reading and it was about somebody holding another person like as like a slave, and this person's not got any resources. This Emperor is holding on to resources, and this person is burdened and under illusions of this head, which is this King of Pentacles here, who's this Emperor in devil energy. But somebody's watching here with the Page of Swords. A spy. And this could be the 3 of Wands, you know, looking for something to come in. A Knight of Wands. This could be a younger person. In the reading I did yesterday, there was a son of a mother who was trying to get the mother out of this slavery type situation. The sleeper. Someone's asleep. The sleeper. Who's the sleeper? Somebody being ignorant. Somebody putting their head in the sand. The sleeper. Under illusions. A thief. Or the deception. The 7 of Swords. A deception. Of the sleeper. This is like somebody taking something from somebody whilst they're under the influence, is what I just heard. We have judgment and the sun, exposure of a family. 6 of Cups. Truth here, look. The Ace of Swords. Someone's under judgment. They're being exposed for this truth in this family. Somebody, it's just like somebody stealing from somebody who's, you know, under illusions with the 7 of Cups here. It's like, you see that this person with a cloak over his head, this person who's burdened here by the head, and in this enslavement type situation, has been stolen from because they're keeping them under, you know, like keeping them ignorant or keeping them, you know, like drugged up or something, you know, like stoned or something, so that they can't, they're not seeing the reality of things, you know. They're coming out as the sleeper here. They're not awake at all, and they're coming, and this thief here, this 7 of Swords, I believe this is King of Pentacles, coming out as a Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is like, say somebody's, I don't know, drugged up or drunk or something like that, because drunk came out, right, when we were reading the Sleeper, and then somebody stealing from them. This is like somebody drugging someone up and then stealing from them. Because of their addiction. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Taking advantage of the Fool, right? This is somebody like, ha ha ha, I'll get this fool. Look at these characters. Look, this devil energy here. Can you see that? Oh, there's a light behind it. The light's in the way, right? See, look how this one's looking at this fool. This one's like oblivious, right? Because they're sort of like, you know, stoned or airheaded, you know, like, and this one's like, right, now I can come in there with my devil energy and steal with the 7 of Swords here. That's what's going on here. This is like somebody dragging someone up and stealing from them. Their life, the locksmith, stealing their life. The locksmith. This is somebody who's holding the locksmith, right? This is like this person holding this other person as a slave, the locked in, you know, like this person can't get out of this situation. Look, 9 of Wands. They're wounded, they're locked in, they can't get out of this situation. They're stuck. This is a King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's a tyrant here. A High Priestess in reverse. A Page of Wands in reverse. Bad news from a High Priestess who wasn't able to end something. So we have a High Priestess that wasn't able to end someone. Somebody invested in ending someone, but someone wasn't able to end somebody. This King of Wands invested in a High Priestess. To cause an ending. But it didn't happen, so this person's being like wounded for this, like punished or some fucking thing. You've got the 5 of Swords. Look at this, you know, like this person here, like looking over at this person that looks like they're suffering, and this one's going, ha 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 ha. You know, like, look at, you know what I mean? Like, I've got this person over a barrel type thing. This other person in the middle here seems like they're a bit of in between. You're like, somebody's caught in between these two characters. Somebody's got an advantage over another character, and somebody else is caught in between. And I think it's this Knight of Wands who's observing this. The observer, right? This Knight of Wands, I believe, is the observer. Somebody who's passionate. See, look, this is, oh, I've got Death at the bottom of the deck. And out in the cold, 5 of Pentacles. Because they weren't able to do something. Look. This is like, no, I'll put it this way. No, this way. Oh, it doesn't matter. This is looking over, like, and this person's like ready to, you know, like, this is kind of like, this person looks like they've been hurt and saddened by this person just not caring and cutting them. You know what I mean? And this person here is in between the two, like, like a mediator, and I think it's this Knight of Wands. And the locksmith is somebody like keeping somebody captive almost out in the cold, or they didn't. A Queen of Pentacles in reverse, taken out. Four of Swords, ended. The juggling, the harassment, organised crime. I just said organised crime. I don't know where that came from, but we got that with the harassment and the juggling of the money. Organised crime. This is like the locksmith. That's like the turnkey, right? This has got somebody who's actually under somebody's control. But then we've got an ending here. A Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's not been paid or not been looked after. They've been sent out on their own with the Five of Pentacles. Like something's ended. What is this? Five of Swords. Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Oh my goodness. So somebody's... This is the stealing. The Ten of Pentacles here. The wounded warrior has been stolen from here. The Ten of Pentacles. This other person with the Five of Swords. It's like they're not... It's like someone else is going to jail for somebody else and somebody's not going to jail. Like, or somebody doesn't care, they just want the money. The locksmith is just taking the money and wounding somebody else. Knight of Swords. It's a family member. This is in somebody's family. So like I said yesterday, this was like somebody marrying for stability. But they've been taken advantage of. And, you know, in the reading yesterday, there was a son who wanted to get a mother. So he's the observer here. Knight of Wands. I feel like this is a son of a couple. A High Priestess. This is somebody who's very, very intuitive. So somebody's picking this up because they're intuitive. This could be the collective. Seven of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Somebody's burdened by these illusions. Seven of Wands. Seven of Cups, I should say. Knight of Cups. Illusions of offers. Illusions of love. Crossroads in reverse. No options. No. A decision. No decision. Or somebody can't make a decision because they're so clouded in the mind. It's like they can't fend for themselves because their mind's not clear. Because this King of Pentacles has got someone confused, and in the Nine of Wands is like this person's got their head bandaged up, they're wounded, and been taken advantage of by the King of Pentacles here, who's got hold of the Ten of Pentacles and not going to jail. Like it's something to do with, yeah, the Eight of Swords, like they're not in their head about it. Like this person who's taken advantage of the other just doesn't care. They're not in their head about it. They're not, don't even think about it. They don't even care. They're just about the money. Five of Cups. Exposure. The King of Cups. A King of Cups in reverse is exposed. Or is happy about this. King of Cups. Or this King of Cups in reverse. Well, the King of Cups in reverse has been exposed for this. Well, this is a child, a son. The sun, because didn't I say the sun was observing, the sun was watching? A King of Cups in reverse. Or the sun could be the King of Cups in reverse. So he's coming out as a Knight of Wands. But he's reversed. I don't know. Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups. Family and wish fulfillment with the Page of Cups. This could be a child as well. Immature energy. Immature love. Or is it apology? Lovers in reverse, Queen of Wands. Lovers in reverse, under judgment. Devil energy. It could be addiction. Can we see that? Let's go with the light. Queen of Wands. Lovers in reverse, judgment, and the devil energy. Someone's being judged for their addictions in a relationship. They're not. We have a King of Wands in reverse. This is the tyrant here that's not giving. Because we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, please. The Knight of Pentacles. This is the disciple bringing an offer. A way out. This is a disciple bringing a message. This could be the message. It could be a message of love. An offer for stability. So this could be a young person bringing an offer of stability. This could be the disciple because they have a high morale, high moral value. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Moving to calmer waters. Ten of Swords in reverse. Truth. Queen of Cups in reverse. It's not a very loving person here, a weak person. A Tower in reverse, a Judgment. Somebody under judgment. There's a Tower, a Hermit, an investigation. With a Queen of Wands. A Queen of Wands could be on a Queen of Wands and an Emperor. could be under investigation for their investments, for stability. There's an injustice here in the investments for stability of a King of Wands and an Emperor and a Queen of Wands are being investigated. There is temperance here. Temperance, it could be Sagittarius, going a tower, a weak person, a Queen of Cups, like a mother, but not very motherly mother. There's the truth coming here with the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is complicated. I'm going to just pause for a moment. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna just see if I can clarify some of this information, because this has gone for a bit long. All right, so I'll just see if we can see a little bit more about what's going on here. Five of Swords here, please. This, the locksmith. The Five of Swords, the locksmith. The spring in reverse. New friend. Hang on a minute. Let me ask the right question. Now we've got abundance in reverse, and you know, like I was saying, I feel like this King of Pentacles is holding back money from whoever this other person is, but we have an actor, performer, somebody putting on a performance. Who's this Page of Cups? What's this Page of Cups about? Money. Whoops. Mouth. Soulmate. Marriage. Mouth. Mouth and marriage in reverse. Mouth. The mouth. Somebody could be called the mouth. Somebody could be, like, have a big mouth. Talk a lot. The Page of Cups. Tell us about the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Utilities. Sibling. And utilities. So a sibling, this could be the person that's dependent on this King of Cups for their utilities. For their, you know, what they need. Who's the King of Cups in reverse? The King of Cups in reverse on camera. King of Cups on reverse and the Sun. King of Cups and the Sun. Witch. Crazy. Crazy witch. Student of Socrates. Strategic flanking. Maneuvers. Water. We've got water. There's a water sign. Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. Exposed. Water. What's the Knight of Pentacles? The Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Addiction. Humiliation in reverse. Addiction. Hacker. Addiction in reverse. Hacker. It's like somebody, a disciple, the Knight of Pentacles, the information giver. This is the stable offer of this is almost like somebody lending a hand. You know, somebody's helping somebody. I think. Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups. Yeah. Somebody's helping somebody here. Knight of Cups. Apology. Oh, somebody's got an apology. An apology. Repeat trade. What is this apology? Apology for causing illusions, because that's what the Seven of Cups here. Somebody's coming with an apology for causing illusions. High Priestess, Observer. High Priestess and Observer. A Land in Reverse. I was talking about I was talking about the Jews, wasn't I, being misplaced. So somebody being misplaced off of where they're, you know, like sent off their property or something, like a refugee. And we've got marriage in reverse here. Somebody like a refugee. What's this one? Can't remember how it goes. Knight of Wands. Danger. Okay, we've got danger in reverse. Shh. Financial gain in reverse. An old friend in reverse. AI. Robot in reverse. High Priestess. Weakness in reverse. Executed. Executed. Somebody been sent in to execute? Somebody executed, like somebody been This is something to do with, you know, like, because I was talking about the prophets, those are the information. We've got the High Priest here, and then we had, you know, like land in reverse, which is coming under, you know, like those misplaced, like refugees, and then we've got executed. Like somebody's been, like, I don't know, been paid or been given an offer to come in as the Nine of Wands to execute. Causing illusions. It could be this King of Cups exposed for these illusions of love, perhaps, to execute. But they're coming in with an apology. What? Sleeper. Six of Cups. And the Thief. Organised crime. Bribery. Did I say that? Crows, old person in reverse. So this is organised crime. We've got Westpac in reverse. That's a bank. Ezekiel just showing itself. This is. And we've got sleeper. This is like organised crime being ignored here. Because this is coming under the sleeper. And then we've got the locksmith here. Who's the locksmith, Spirit? And what is the locksmith? The locksmith. Religion just showed itself. The locksmith. Oh. We've got tiger in reverse. We've got seeker. We had wedding, but it came out like sideways. Wedding and bribery. Causing illusions of love, right? The wedding and bribery, that's what I was talking about, you know, like it's like a fake wedding, fake for money, right? Oh my gosh, I didn't want to see that. And between a rock and a hard place. It's like, this is like somebody being screwed, right? Like, that's what it's saying. Being stuck behind a rock and a hard place, and then sodomy come out. It's like somebody being screwed. They can't get out of a situation. This organised crime situation. Ten of Pentacles. Sovereign, yeah, in reverse. Storm in reverse, and we've got bank. So we're talking about money, and this is Ten of Pentacles here, money. Between a rock and a hard place just came out again. Water, the end. Warlock in reverse. This is the end, but we have sovereign here in reverse. That is, you know, like not being independent, that's been stuck in the matrix or stuck under somebody else's control. And this Five of Swords here is laughing about this, having somebody stuck under their control. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Heartbreak, current. This is current. We have a spiritual vampire. Never-ending story. Winter in reverse. Karmic. Hunter. Hunter came up, right, in the hunter. So this is somebody who preys on vulnerable people. This is current organised crime. Heartbreak in reverse. They don't care. Heartbreak in reverse is don't care. He who holds firm the goodness, it's in reverse. Now we've got sex in reverse and crash in reverse. I don't know what that means. One more, Spirit, one more. Ooh. Split. Someone could have a split personality. Or somebody, oh no, it's spit. I said split, so it could be that. Somebody's got a split personality. Split personality, but this is spit. Somebody like spitting on somebody. Never-ending story. Yeah, somebody's spitting on someone. Punishment. Never-ending story. Punishment. Bloodlines. Spiritual vampire. Forgiveness. Oh. Because didn't I say, you know, this is somebody who's got caught in the organised crime. Having to, you know, been stuck in the organised crime. That's what happens, right? They get caught up in it and they can't get out. They're locked. They're under lock and key. That's the locksmith here. Because they were asleep. People being caught in the matrix. That's what this is. People asleep under this head of the King of Pentacles. we have a way out here with this disciple, the prophet, that's actually bringing this information. Okay, let's just see if we've got some people that come out. Who's involved here, Spirit? Who's involved? We have a message. Could be this message. Blackmail. Organised crime and blackmail, that all goes together, right? Shire and an uncle. We have an uncle involved and we have a shire. A whole shire. Oh, a nephew. A nephew is involved. A brother who possibly has passed away. Or a nephew of a brother that's passed away. A nephew who is the son of a brother that's passed away. Possibly. We have police showing itself. What else we got here, Spirit? Work. Sagittarius. Anyone else here, Spirit? A friend. Anyone else? Someone's husband. We have a Scorpio in reverse and a sun. A sun and Scorpio in reverse. This could be somebody passed away, or I don't know why they're in reverse. Or somebody, this could be somebody's son that's been like disowned. Yeah. This could be somebody's son that's disowned. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So if it resonates, it resonates. Let me know in the comments if it does. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you want to get more of my readings. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because it's getting a bit long. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you know what's going on here, because this is a continuation over yesterday, I feel, with this organised crime thing going on. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it there. Bye-bye.